Hey everybody, Melly here. Today we are doing the Simply Elegant Holiday Loaf Soap from Wholesale Supplies Plus. We're going to start out here with 2 pounds of goat milk soap that we're going to cut up and melt down. If I can get it out of the package. I do apologize if I clear my throat or if I cough here and there. I am still recovering from being sick. I can get this sucker out. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Okay, so you're going to use the entire 2 pounds of goat milk soap. And I will fast forward through all of this so you don't have to watch it all. Okay, so all the soap is done. One thing I am going to do before I start melting this is I am going to get my fragrance oil measured out. You need 1 ounce in the white part. And then I'm going to set up my pan because it's very simple for this part. All you do is melt the soap, put the fragrance in, and you pour it into your soap mold. So I'm going to have to pause for a second and grab my little measuring cup. Okay, and I am back. And put that on my scale. Zero it out. There we go. Stuff smells really good. Okay, so I got that ready. I'm going to pause again, get this melted, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I am back with the melted goat's milk, and we're going to add the fragrance in. Always try to get in there and get every little bit out because it does make a difference. Oh, it smells so good. Want to make sure it's well incorporated before you put it in. Okay, so I'm going to set that right here. I use a very old cookie sheet that I don't use for baking anymore, just to make sure that I have a way to transfer this. And we will be transferring it. I'm going to put it in the freezer to let it harden up a little bit. Ooh. Whoop, there was a clump. Darn it. Almost looks like it's not enough. We still got to put more soap on there, but hopefully we will be able to. According to the recipe, we can. So I'm going to pop this into the freezer for a little bit. Let it harden up. You have to let it harden, and then we'll go on to the next steps. I may go ahead and get those prepped, and I'll talk along with that. So give me just one moment. Okay, so we're probably not going to use all of this, but I'm going to pop it all out. We need to have 12 ounces total in 3 separate containers. I'm not going to use this container though. Let me use that one. It's a little big, but whatever. The other one is, I have to set it inside of a bowl and put it in the microwave because it doesn't sit straight. So, so yeah, we're going to turn on our scale again. Excuse me. Don't need to tear it out because it does not recognize that the bowl was on there. And we're going to section out enough for 4 ounces. That fragrance oil smells so good. love the clear melt and pour soaps for mica coloring. I think it's pretty awesome. Okay, we're at 4. Put the next one on. Doesn't take a lot. But yeah, I think it swirls on the top with the micas in it. I'm going to zero that out because it's going to recognize that that's on there. There we go. And I thought I would soap before I go to work tonight. Wishing I could stay home one more day, but I need to go to work. Okay, so that's 4 on the dot. And the last one. Whoop. So you will have quite a bit left of the clear gel soap, the extra clear soap, clear gel soap. Wow, get it together. And it looks like I did not cut quite enough. I'll have to do a little bit of magic. There we go. And the rest is going to go back in here. I'm still waiting for the loaf in the freezer to set up a little bit more. I did forget to spray it with rubbing alcohol, so it didn't seem like there was any bubbles, but we will see. You live and learn. And yeah, other than that, I am going to wait and melt this down and get the mica, and then we'll go from there. So it'll be a few minutes. So I put the micas in here without recording, but that's alright. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some fragrance oil to each one of them to mix them up, and then when we do the melt and pours, it'll be easier to put them in. May have to add some more colorant to them once I get them in there. I'm going to use my fancy mixing tool here. This is just a bamboo skewer. You want to make sure you get that mixed up good so you don't get clumps and lumps in your mica. It's a gorgeous color. And they give you plenty of colorants. So don't be shy. If you feel like you want it to be brighter, make it brighter. I did come up with an idea though. So I think what I'm going to do is once I get the third melt and pour done, I'm going to put the colorant in there. And then I'm going to pour the other 2 into that one and make it swirl that way. I think is what I want to do. So I will probably make the last one the gold one, because the red and gold will, or red and green will show up better in the gold. So I may have to put some more colorant in the gold one, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, and these go fast. So I'm going to pour the colorant in there. I do have a little spatula here. You want to get all that colorant out that you can. The less colorant you have in your container, the more colorant you have on your soap. And that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, we don't have to add the fragrance to our pan because we have the fragrance in our oils, or in our mica, which is always nice. Okay, give that a stir. Try to grab a little bit more out of there. Okay, I'm gonna put the last one in here and then we'll be good to go. This might be a total flop. It might be the greatest thing ever. Not really sure at this point. I'm gonna take spray the top of this. Move this out of the way. Move this over here for a second so we can get the other colorant mixed in. Which I'll have to use a spoon for because I don't have another spatula ready. And with the 4 ounces of clear, it basically takes 30 seconds to melt. Pour that in. I'm going to scooch this over here so I can use this as well. Okay. Make sure these are mixed up good. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I think I'm going to pour this one down first. It's a gorgeous gold. Remix up this here. I'm going to kind of do like that. Might be a little left over because it seems like they told me more than I actually need for this recipe, but we will see. Whoa, and the green is going right to the top. Okay. Not sure why it did that, but it looks kind of cool. And I'm going to just kind of pour the last of the red through here. It's kind of puzzling to me because it didn't do it with the red, but it did it with the green. So, see if I can kind of mix through there. Yeah, it seems like there is a little too much of the oil, or of the colors, the clear. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, the clear. Because I have a little bit left over in here, a little bit of the red, which is not enough to even really scrape. So I'm going to spray this. Well, that's interesting. It does cool stuff with the rubbing alcohol. And I'm just going to let this set. I'm not going to put it back into the freezer. It's way too full, and I'm afraid that it is going to do some weird things. So I'm going to leave this as is. I am going to try to fill in this little side right here because there's like a little weird side there. Not really sure what I did wrong, or if I did anything wrong. It didn't say that it was going to do this, but it kind of did like a oil splat. Like if you put water into oil, but there's no oil in it. And it keeps doing weird things here. So, it could be really cool. It could be a total fail. Not really sure. I don't want to even tap this. I'm afraid to tap it. So I'm just going to leave it as is, and we'll come back when it's hardened up and take a look at it. Okay guys, so we are back. This is what it ended up doing. Hopefully you guys can see that. Kind of a cool thing, really. I mean, I put in the gold first and then the green and the red, and it just kind of pulled up and did its own thing. It's a little too soft to cut. I can take it out of the mold, but I don't want to cut it yet because it's too soft, I think. See if I can get this out of here. A little tough. There we go. That's what it looks like on the side. My soap smells good. Just needs a little touch up here. But I think this top is still a little too soft to cut through. So I'm going to wait to cut it until later. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. So I definitely will make this again. May try doing just a layer of the colors next time. This is kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.